What's going on, guys? So I was about to make my post-workout meal, and I just kind of had this thought strike me. And I want to make a YouTube video about it. So I had my group call last night with all of my PR bootcamp students, school community. A lot of them were asking me a lot of questions, time management, how do I, build my fitness coaching business while, working full time. How do I make 10 grand a month? You know, they want to do what I'm doing, making 10 grand a month fitness coaching, living out here in Miami. A lot of it's like they're getting into like the small specifics, which I understand. But I think if you just want to know the truth, if you want the real truth on what it takes to really succeed as a man, and bro, I'm not even that successful. Like compared to my friends, my competition, like the people I'm around, whew, I'm far behind them. We're working on catching up. But the truth is, man, it takes a lot of fucking grit. It takes a lot of time. More importantly, I guess the right word is it takes 12-hour days. Yes, 12-hour days is what it requires. Because let's say you're working full time, 8 hours. That's only actually 4 hours you're putting into, your business. But even if you're full time like with your business, it still takes 12-hour days. Those 4 hours is gonna be what's gonna help you bridge the gap between working for somebody else and working for yourself. But then once you finally, walk over that bridge and you get to where you want to go, it still is going to require 12-hour days. You got to work your ass off if you want to succeed. And there's no hack. There's no shortcut to success. There's nothing that's really going to substitute for hard work. There really is nothing that's going to substitute for hard work. The person who's willing to work the hardest, and I want you to understand, work doesn't just mean sitting down at your computer and working. You need to start looking at work as like everything you do that all combines in a way that helps you build what you're trying to build. I look at going to the gym as work. Why? Because my body's, it's marketing, I look at doing my journaling in the morning as work. Why? Because I'm uploading on my Instagram story. I look at eating my meals as work. I look at going out to dinners with people that I'm connecting with as work. I look at everything I do as work. I allow everything in my life to work. Even if I'm chilling with my girl, I kind of some way look at it as like work. It's getting me somewhere, right? It's building something up. And I especially think a lot of young men, they just don't want to work hard. They don't. They just want to fuck off, chillax. They want to make money because they think they'll work less. But like, I'll tell you what, the most fulfilling thing, bro, is working your ass off day in and day out. It really is. And I can't understand the men anymore. Like I used to understand it, but I'm so disconnected. I can't understand the men anymore that like want to sit down and watch Netflix. They want to sit down and watch YouTube. They want to chill. They want to go chill at the beach. Like personally for me, I just cannot stop moving. I haven't even set up my TV yet because I don't care about what. I'm probably never going to set this up until my girl flies down because I'm never going to watch anything on it. If I'm watching YouTube, it's literally just while I'm eating food. And as soon as I'm done eating food, I'm right back to work. I can't even sit there and watch it anymore. I'm like, fuck, I got to move. I got to take action on what is learned. And that's what's required is massive amounts of action at the very beginning. Lots. It's recording. This might die, but lots and lots of work, man. And that's just what you got to get through your mind. The That's why self-improvement, bro, it's always at the forefront of everything. It's always should be like pillar number 0. Like it's literally foundation 0. It's step 0 is self-improvement. And really, what is self-improvement? It's self-destruction. Self-improvement cannot happen without self-destruction. You got to destroy the parts of yourself that are comfortable, that like to just chill. You know, they get dopamine from things that aren't actually work. Because if you actually want to compete, you know, in life as a man, you got to be able to work from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep and enjoy it. The real killers, they work from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to sleep, and they enjoy the fuck out of it. How do you beat somebody like that? How do you beat somebody who from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to sleep, they are working, but they're also enjoying the process? They're not sitting there like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that. No, they're taking faster actions. They're having better quality thoughts because they actually enjoy it. And so maybe you don't need motivation. Maybe you don't need another motivational podcast, another motivational video, another motivational book. Maybe you don't need more caffeine. Maybe you don't need Adderall. Maybe you don't need whatever. Maybe you just have to like cut out certain parts of your life and get so immersed with the work you do and work towards something that you're actually passionate and that you love. You know, I think if you're actually doing something in life that truly aligns with you and what you love, and like, come on, man. I don't think you overwork a day in your life. You know, I look at my day-to-day life and yeah, bro, I sleep 6 hours a night and I pretty much work all day. Let's say we have 4 hours of stuff I'm not actually working, right? Showers, shitting. Let's just say on the high end 4 hours. If I'm sleeping mostly 6, that's 10. That's 14 hours a day. How do you beat somebody who's working 14 hours a day and loves what they're doing? And I make this video because I'm just here to document the journey. I don't care if the shit gets views. I don't care who watches it. I don't care if you care. I make it to document the things that go on my mind and the stuff I would want to hear if I look back. If I was like where I was, let's say 2 years ago, what I would need to hear. And I would just need to tell like the younger Ryan, man, like, you got to get yourself to the point where your work is actually getting output and it's so gratifying. Because the very first stage, man, is like you're working super hard. I gotta make sure the mic's still on. You're working, it's about to die, but you're working super hard, right? But you're not getting anywhere, right? It sucks. It fucking sucks. You're like, what actions do I take? What do I do? You know? But eventually, bro, listen, with enough random repetitions, you figure something out, you strike gold, you get a video to go viral, you finally sign your first client, you make her for sale, whatever. And then you know what to do. And then you're heading in the right direction. And then eventually you get to a spot where like, yeah, you're your own boss. You know how to direct your day-to-day life. But that's why you gotta work. And fail. Here's the thing. The school system, bro, the system wasn't designed to teach you how to operate yourself. It wasn't designed to teach you how to think for yourself. It was designed for you, It was designed for you to sit down, be told what to do what you were told to do, and then go home. And so, how do you break free from that programming? You work with no results because you're going to fail. Sometimes you'll succeed and eventually you'll figure the formula out. Your mind will develop enough through the repetitions of work to the point where like you're actually able to think for yourself. And for you right now, it might be hard to grasp like what I'm trying to say, but like if you're not making money how you want to, if you don't feel in control of your income, if you don't feel in control of your life, you're not fully in control of your mind yet. And that's just like sometimes you gotta drop your ego, man, and like accept that. And I know younger Ryan right now, I'd be like, no, I'm super in control of my mind. I know exactly what I'm doing. That's a really good ego to have. That's a really good confidence to have. But do understand, you got a long ways to go. You got a lot of work to put in. And I know I still even do. I still have a lot to put in. But, my mentor, he says one thing, the man who tests the most wins the most. So the man who tests the most things out in life always wins the most. And what does that mean? The person who just tries the most learns the fastest, learns the most. He figures out what's the truth and what's not the truth. And so at the very beginning, yeah, man, 12-hour days is what's required. And if you can't accept that, I'm sorry, but maybe this lifestyle just isn't for you. You might think to yourself, oh, well, my girl, she wants to hang out and I gotta go hang out with my friends and I can't work 12 hours on the weekends. I gotta take that time off. The fuck are weekends, bro? Saturday sounds the same as Monday to me. It feels the same. I see the environment outside change every single day on the weekends, but like I'm just doing the same shit, you know? Because if you work like the rest, you're gonna be like the rest. Huh. And most people they work 8 hours, but they really don't work at all. They're just there for 8 hours. But yeah, I mean, if you want to get in control of your income, bro, if you want to live where you want to live, if you don't want to worry about what's in the bank account, man, and really see like 10 grand a month, it's great. I've been doing that for the past 3. I'm about to start scaling even further. I'm looking into some stuff. Um, but it's pretty good there. Of course, the next level is even greater. But I want you to realize, like, the people you want to be like, it's literally your competition. That's how I wanted to think about it. The people you want to be like, the people you look up to is your competition. How are you going to take a part of the market share they already have? Because if you're trying to make money the way they're making money, you are trying to take a part of the market share that they have a part of. They're your competition. Okay. How are you going to take that market share if they work more than you and they enjoy their work? You work more. You work on the weekends as well. You grind your fucking ass off. And you're a man, dude. You can do that shit. You worried about some relationships, some girls, some fun, some friends. Bro, let me tell you what. The right woman will choose you. The right woman will choose you. She won't give a fuck how hard you work. Of course, she go some time, but like, she won't give a fuck how long you work. If she's the right woman for you, you can go months without seeing her, weeks. Still be chill. So don't stress about that. Don't stress about your friends, man. Because one day you'll get to a spot and realize they were just staying so stagnant. And if you would have, you know, lowered your standards to your environment around you, you would have just stayed the same as your environment. Don't worry about nothing besides taking massive action from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. If you can do that consistently, and I've done that consistently, I think for about 3 years now. 3 years. 3 years ago, I was working full time. Year and a half ago, I started my business. I haven't worked a job since then, but I've still like pretty much worked, I'd say at least 12-hour days, most of those days throughout the entire time without loss of enthusiasm. If you can do that, you can get anything you want from this world. Because still, nothing beats hard work. Nothing beats it. And a lot of people, they're trying to find the flashy, what's the quick way to success? What's the quick get rich quick? Look, bro, you want to build something real? You just work hard. Stop trying to find what's the easiest way to success and literally just like start working hard, bro. That's it. You may ask yourself, well, what do I work on? If you don't know your purpose yet, if you don't know direction, really your first pit stop is self-improvement. If you're lost, if you're purposeless, your first purpose is self-improvement. And self-improvement cannot happen without self-destruction. So self-improvement isn't watching it, blah, blah, blah. It's quite literally, I would say, identifying a new identity, right? Creating a new identity of yourself. Future pacing. You create this new identity and you start to step into them a day in and day out. And you ask yourself, well, what habits does this person do? What do they do? How do they think about things, etc.? And you cut out everything that doesn't align with that person, and you add everything that does align with that person. That's self-improvement. You just pretty much improve your self-image. And eventually you get to a point where like, I think a really good general direction is like, hey man, you improve yourself so much, you help out others. I think that's a really good first step. You help out others. That can be your first business model. Start for free. Learn how to scale a business, helping out others. You take that income and you keep building, you keep building, you keep building. But you just want to get yourself to a spot where you can pretty much work 12 hours a day completely on yourself and your own thing. Because those 8 hours you're spending for somebody else getting paid fucking bullshit, like $100 a day. Holy shit, this apartment's $100 a day. I gotta make probably at least like $500 a day, something like that, to survive. I couldn't imagine that. I mean, I can because I did that, but like I just couldn't imagine it now. Like, first step, work your ass off until you get to a spot where you can work for yourself all day, man. Because that's when really life changes. And then from there, send it even fucking harder, man. Because then you work hard and you work smart. And nobody can beat that. Nobody can beat that. Check. But seriously, bro. I always say this. It's inside of my video course for all my mentorship and coaching, and even in the school community. It's a little bit cheaper. It's a lot cheaper, actually. There's a module in there to say, like, your attitude really must reflect your desires in life. What that means is, like, your work ethic also should reflect your goals. There's so many people who say they want these massive goals, but they don't understand the work ethic and amount of time and repetitions and failure it takes to get there. They really fucking don't. And that's what I want you to understand, bro. It's not going to be easy. You're going to spend so many hours working every single day, feeling like you're getting nowheres. But my promise to you is you're going to get somewheres. It's going to make something happen. So fuck whatever excuses you have. Just cut the bullshit out. That's numbing beliefs, the negativity, and get after it, man. Be up early every single day. Cut out all the bullshit. Just focus. Just focus and work your ass off. And if you can do that, bro, you can get yourself to that spot where life truly starts to be amazing. Which is where, like, you really don't work for hours anymore, but you work on, like, results. I can't tell you how shitty of an existence it is trading your time for money. It sucks. It sucks. Get yourself to the spot where your skill is paying you large sums of money, and it's no longer how many hours are you, how much of an hour of your time is worth. No, it's like, what result can you produce for somebody? How much is that worth? It's a completely different reality shift that you start living. And that's the cheat code right there. Once you stop trading your time for money, that's only going to come to like 12-hour days, 14-hour days, even 16-hour days, man. And work is everything that gets you ahead. Everything. All right, guys. I don't know what that was all about, but I was just thinking about it because people try to, how do I organize my time? You know, some guy wanted fitness coach in my DMs, and he was like, well, I work a full-time job and I got sick, so blah, 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 and you wouldn't understand. I'm like, do you want sympathy or do you want progress? So I'm not gonna give you fucking sympathy. If you want progress, I'll tell you what to do, but you got to be willing to work for it. You think just because you work a physical labor job, I don't also work my ass off each and every single day? It's still mentally exhausting. Hitting the gym hard, sitting down at this fucking desk all day, figuring shit out, making videos, talking to clients, like, it's still exhausting. It's still, I probably worked more fucking hours. Sorry that I'm not banging shit all day, but damn, who cares? Whatever cards you are dealt, play them, bro. And if it's a shitty deck, oh well, it's gonna make you a better player. Stop wishing that life was easier and just get fucking harder.